The Marble League! It is time for the sports to bring a lot of entertainment to thousands of fans, other marbles, and apparently my dog. The season has concluded and a champion has been crowned, so without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, the Balls of Chaos were mediocre this season. They had a couple good performances with the silver in the final event, and 2 4th place finishes in skiing rally and curling, but they did nothing outside of that. I don't really pay attention to the Balls of Chaos, honestly, because they are just so forgettable. Maybe if they just left the league entirely, no one would know. Now, this is very interesting. When you first came back into the Marble League in 2022, you had a great performance in the showdown. I had high hopes for you. You did not qualify, and you did so bad in the showdown that you got relegated. Somehow JMR had the relegated teams escape their relegation, and you were the only one to take advantage of it, coming through with 2 silvers and 3 bronzes to help you finish in 3rd place. Well done, Blackjacks. You've auto-qualified for 2025. Let's see what they can do, but we've first got to wait for Marble 1 Season 6 to come, whenever that happens. Now, if we were to say anything about the Bumblebees, the biggest thing I can say about them is that I have a very strong feeling that their great host performance from 2023 was a huge fluke. They got a silver in mountain climbing and a bronze in snow stake, but outside of that, they did nothing. The Bumblebees have definitely become forgettable really quickly. This is like the Limers, if I'm thinking about it correctly. If you don't qualify in the summer next year, you will lose a lot of ratings, Bumblebees. Now, if we go back to what I said about the Balls of Chaos, I think we can all agree that the Chocolatiers were just as forgettable this season as well. You may think that they would be way higher up the standings because they got a medal of each color, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. But their bottom half finishes proves it otherwise. They had 9 events total placed in the bottom half. Combining the scores from those 9 events was a whopping 21 points, which explains for why they were so low in the standings. Hopefully they do not return to Marble 1 because it will be even more forgettable when that happens. Coming from a last-minute overtake on the Bumblebees from 2023, the Cats are returning with hopes to make 2 Marble League champions in a row. Unfortunately, that didn't happen as they didn't podium in the second half of the season. Not only that, but their 2 4th place finishes were 48% of their point total from the second half, as outside of those, they didn't manage higher than 8th for the second half when you take away their double 4th place finishes. This team still has potential. Let's hope they don't screw up a Marble 1 and get rid of Yellow Eye like they did in Season 4. If there's anything I have to say about the Gliding Glaciers, it's that they completely mimicked the Oceanics host curse. Well, I wouldn't say completely mimicked the Oceanics host curse, but they almost completely mimicked it just 5 years apart. They did slightly better than the Oceanics, and it's that they broke triple digits with every other team, along with getting a bronze medal back in Event 3. However, outside of that, they didn't place higher than 6th for the rest of the season, which placed you below last year's hosts. I can already feel it. They failed to qualify for 2025, they placed 13th in the showdown, get relegated, and don't return to Marble 1. Watch me be correct. The Ducks have definitely earned a lot of ratings back and have definitely made a comeback after their failed qualification in 2023. The Green Ducks were in it for pretty much the whole time. 90% of this season they were in the top 5. They had the lead at some point, but unfortunately they just couldn't bring it on home. But they still managed a gold along with 3 bronzes and a couple other good finishes to add to that total. They are definitely improving. This is definitely a sign for better times to come. See you in Marble 1, my duck friends. If I was to ever be brought up the topic whether I like the Hazers or not, it'd be the same response every single time. I hate the Hazers. I've lost all respect for them since they choked the podium in 2021. Wait. They got 2 gold medals in a row. Who let that happen? I guess it is what you call saving the best for last, like Greg said. While I can be happy about those, that you guys have somewhat of a chance to be kicked out of Marble 1 next year. Just so you know, I am crossing my fingers. What a redemption this has been for the Jungle Jumpers. It's what I call as well, redemption jumping. The Jungle Jumpers qualified for the first time in 5 years and used that opportunity to have their best season ever. They were in the lead for some portions of the season, just couldn't hold on to it. It was still enough to have your first top 5 finish ever in the Marble League, with 2 golds and 3 bronze medals. This is definitely potential for the Jungle Jumpers to become one of the best Marble League performing teams in JMR history. But as we know, good performances don't last forever. After starting off with a silver medal, the Raspberry Racers completely blended into the background for the next 10 events, only scoring 45 points and never placing higher than 6. Then in the last 5 events, somehow they managed to unblend from the background and finish in the top half in 4 of the 5 events, 2 of those events being podium finishes. It's like we said, saving the best for last like the Hazers. Let's hope they don't screw this up in Season 6 of M1, otherwise I will lose a lot of respect for you. What a fall from grace this has been. I had so much hope for the Savage Speeders to get another podium finish when they started off with a gold medal. But that hope was extinguished real fast when they went down the order way faster than expected. Also, as a reminder, 13th place finish is the worst finish that the Savage Speeders have ever done in the Marble League. I hope that they're in for an improvement in the summer next year because this year was a downhill season. Things need to change. This Winter League has definitely been a time where we saw garbage competitors turn into some of the best performing teams in JMR history. The Snowballs did the latter. Not only that, they got 6 medals this season, which is more than any other team from the winter season. They had a pretty mediocre 2023 season with 9th place, which tells me they did a lot of training for the winter event. Another congrats to them because you've auto-qualified for 2025. Congratulations, Snowballs. Can't wait to see what happens in M1. Because this was the Solar Flares' first ever time qualifying for the Marble League, they had a good showing. Despite them having 2 16th place, a 15th place, and 2 14th place finishes, a gold in ice domino bowling and ski jump of all things, as well as a silver in halfpipe and bronze in curling let them settle in 7th place overall, along with adding a Marble League record to their ski jump as well. It is definitely a sign for more improvements to come, not just because of the top 3 teams were too far out of reach for them, but because they need to stay consistent. I hope that this was enough for JMR to put them in Marble 1 because, come on, who doesn't deserve to get invited after having a great season? Alright, Team Galactic, we're about to destroy these teams! What happened here? Look, I know Team Galactic doesn't do well in winter events, but this was disastrously terrible. I'm really happy though that Story brought home a gold medal on the last event, as we had been in dead last for 60% of this season. And it helped us get out of last place as well. Hopefully they do better in the summer, but only time will tell when that happens. Is there anything else I missed? Oh yeah. Team Momo has had a lot of ups and downs over these past 8 years. They missed out on the podium by a very thin margin in 2016. They had Momo and Momomo get injured in 2017 and 2018, a missed qualification in 2019, a choke of a 27-point lead in 2021, and a terrible 2023 performance. This finally brings us to 2024, where they finally pushed through their suffering and won both the Marble League and have auto-qualified for the summer of 2025. This is well deserved, and I will be interested to see what happens in the summer. I am just gonna say this, I don't really pay attention to the Wolfpack, but they did pretty well, getting 2 silvers and a bronze medal. They were up there in the top 5 for portions of the second half, but just couldn't have enough in them to make the podium. And what would make this team better? The Best Bonk Award! We had a variety of bonks this season, so here are some of the best. We've got Swifty, who just wanted to take a break, Chocolatiers, who just wanted to slow down on their sled, and Snowy, who just weren't paying attention. But Sheep from the Wolfpack wins the best bonk award of the elimination race when Sheep wanted to get some relief and lick the pole that they went head on into. Congratulations, Wolfpack. It is the only reason I remember you were in the Marble League. And that is Marble League 2024 in the books. I had a lot of fun watching this series, and despite there being frustrating parts to watch, overall, it was a great season. I can't wait to see the summer of 2025 Marble League and what it will bring us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, reach for the stars.
The Crazy Cat's Eyes are well behind here on the run to the line. They got the Blackjacks. The Blackjacks have been eliminated. And that means Team Momo is going to be champions of the Marble League.